Hello, my name is Yi Hsiou Hsu, and this is my midway reflection video. And in this reflection video, I content about three part of the our content. The first one is a reflection of the project, and the second one is a reflection on the personal developments, and the third one is to reflection on the design thinking approach. And in the first one is about reflection on the projects. In this midway, we've been through the idea generation and also the concept phase. And during this phase, we start from the idea generations and use different kind of the tool, Legos or different kind of tool to help us to create more ideas, to think outside of the box. And then we come up with three idea presentations. And through these three idea presentations, we got a lot of feedback on the uncertainty of the detail of our projects, about we want to solve too much problem about our projects. So and next is we kind of thinking more and diving more, doing more research, and then it's come to the three concept. And then during the three concept, we having to thinking about the first one is to use events for a lot of people to sewing the fabric, and the second one is to use IKEA box to send the people the whole box of the all kind of the materials, and the third one is 3D fabric printers. And then in these three concepts, our main goal is to solve the people from they cannot really find the clothes is really fit them. So this in our final concept, this kind of the help people to fit their own body is kind of our main problem we want to solve. Okay, so then we just think about this kind of problem as our main issues, and because in idea generation we kind of like diverse for wanted to solve like sustainability, or want to solve the people want to personalize their clothes, customize their own things, and so we kind of like try to solve too many problems there. So our solution and our projects like very diverse and is really not really focused on the same point. So in this after the idea generation and concept, we kind of like narrow it down to the really want to solve one problem, that is to help people to find their most fit clothes. And just also the thing I learned is that after in the concept phase, we could do a lot of survey that we collect a lot of data from different ages about how they're thinking about the fashion design, how they think about the chance to make their own clothes, and to also to reflect ourselves to think that the different target audience. Just like a professor mentioned before, we truly have to think really different perspective, because it's main focus on our perspective as a students. So if we can collect that more different kind of ages, like 30 to 40, 40 50 people, I think can really to think different perspective. And then we still like collecting the data and still wanted to interview more people. And I think this those kind of things we wanted to apply in the next phase. And also in the validate phase, we want to prototype the event, just like the professor suggests. We want to really create the holding the event is for sewing fabric, to see that the people is truly have interest in sewing fabric, or if this concept is too difficult for them to really make their own clothes. So we want to hold this kind of event to truly collect the real. And also in the project phase, we kind of create the persona and user journey map, and also the website prototype to show people what's our website like. and also we think about the business plan, how we make money, how's our cost model, and also revenue model. But I think we have to really to think more clearly and comprehensive to this model. But we also, yeah, and also we come up with a stakeholder map to really think about what's our potential stakeholders. Yeah, that's the things that we done in this midway phase. And next, I'm going to talk about the reflection of personal development. I have four personal goals for myself, and the first one is to really having thinking different design approach and methods, and second is to learn from the others because people, all the like my people, all the people are from different backgrounds, so we can truly learn about different professionals in the way they think and also their mindset. And third one is to learn from the literature that we read so far. And the fourth one is that uh, just keep reflecting myself that what is the things I need to improve and what is the things that I do well and not do well. Okay, so the first thinking different approach, I think I really learned a lot from this one because in my previous experience, I always have the linear thinking. Just think that, oh, the design approach you start from the problem, and then after the problem, you start having the user interview to collect that the problem is the worst design, and after user interview, you just start to prototype it, and start to draw the very simple prototyping and testing these things to find out that what's the most efficient and most great way to help our to help to solve the problem. So I think it's like more linear. Is I not really put a lot of effort on brainstorming or collecting different perspectives. So that's the things I've been learning really much from this perspective because the professors always talk about to really think outside of the box to collect the different uh, opinions and perspective from the people that is out of our comfort zone. It's not as a student, but like 30, 40, 40, 50 to help to after collect this opinion and to really bring us the new idea of or new solution to our projects. And the second is learn from the others. I think that I really learned a lot from the people in my team. Also talk to the people from the other team. So from this point, I think people are have their different mindset and different professionals. So we can really having the different opinions about not only in fashion but also how to make clothes and sewing machine. People are just my teammates have really uh, have good skills in sewing. So after I try, I feel like, oh, okay, I can really learn from the people from very different use different approach. So yeah, I just learn really a lot from other people. And the third one is literature. In the idea generation phase, we kind of sharing about our literature so far. I read the three papers that is all about like the design is worth the problem is worth design or this have a different having any user differences in the need to take into account. So I think those literatures help me a lot from to really gain different perspective to look things and also challenge myself that I should really think differently from different approach and from use different approach or different methods to help me to think differently and also use lecture their finding their results to keep us more reflecting our projects, reflecting our ideas. Yeah. And the last one is that I think the things not really went well is that we are not really truly just think outside of the box to truly jump outside the comfort zone because we always think about our perspective and we just use a survey to collect people collect the data from different ages. But I think if we really want to gain the different perspective, we really want to just out just on the street to talk to the people that is like 40, 50, to really talk to them that do they really want to making their own clothes, and why do they want, or why not they want to try. So I think that we truly need to get outside of this campus to truly collect the real data from the different ages or different group people that can truly bring us a new solution and new perspective to our ideas. So I think that I want to really challenge myself in next phase. And the last part is talking about the reflection on design thinking approach. So in the what's a design approach that apply for the in this design honor program? I would think that our design approach is more like keep thinking and keep brainstorming, like every kind of possibility, and by using the whether interview, survey, or literature, or different, or from our friends and from professors, and from the different methods we think about, and from the different design approach, and then we use this kind of the data to keep to validate this thinking, and then we try to prototype it, and then we kind of keep testing it. So it's like this the circle. So we are not really we are not really linear, but we are like the circle to try to use different kind of the approach to keep us more keep us thinking, keep challenge ourselves, and keep to bring out a different perspective in our projects. And next is talking about how is the differences between the standard research methods and compared to the company and the entrepreneur or the CEOs. I think the research is more linear. Like first you can find out the a problem, and then you try to try to search different kind of literature to find a potential solution, and you design the experiment that can support your solution, and then you collect the data, you validate, you prototype it, and you kind of get the results that can potentially solve the problem. So this like research more is like linear, but our approach is more like using our approaches is or as a CEO is like the circle. We keep challenge ourselves from different perspective, from different approach to keep us thinking about different possibility and different angle to think outside of the box, to challenge ourselves in each thinking thinking way. So and my professional is like UX design and the website design. So I will use this design principle, and also that how I generate my user interview or conduct the focus group to the next phase to our group. And the next is that in the research, I think that the design can be applied in any kind of aspect, such as the design can be used to think about the problem, use the design thinking to brainstorming the problem, and also the design can also apply to the methods. You have to design what kind of the methods you want to do, what is more efficient, what is more quick, and what is more have more efficiencies, what is include the most factor inside it. So, and also the design can also apply to the solutions. So how you do this, how you think about just apply to solve this problem. So how you think about that. So I think design can really apply to any kind of the things, and no matter in research or in real life. So I think design approach is the way of doing things, and also the way that is kind of the mindset. You keep challenge yourself. You try out every kind of possibility to collect different insight, different angles of view, and different perspective, and use this kind of data to think again that your idea is good, or what kind of thing you need to add. So I think that is a design thinking approach that is mean to me, and also I found out this new thinking about in this on the track. So this is my reflection video. Thank you.